We back with the Maf Kast. I am your host, JoMaf, sitting here with my engineer, the nigga J Will. Yeah. And before we even get started, I gotta say rest in peace to Biz Marquee. It's probably way before your time, youngster. But Biz Marquee has some joints, dog. Biz Marquee has some joints, dog. Well, I'm talking about my mom called me. She was like, hey, baby, I heard a rapper had died. Is his name Biz? I said, yeah, Biz Marquee. She said, what song he sang? I said, mom, you know him. She was like, well, what song he sang? I said, oh, baby, you got, she said, you what I need. I said, okay. She said, oh, I like him. I said, yeah, mom, yeah. Biz passed, you know what I'm saying? I really don't know how he passed, to be quite frank. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I heard he was fighting for his life at one time in the hospital, but he's transitioned. So I want to say rest in peace to a hip hop legend, a great Biz Marquee. Hip hop and the world is gonna miss you, but your legacy and your voice gonna live on. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to shout that out first, dog, because Biz is a part of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? My childhood introduction to hip hop, as far as when I started doing the little archives and shit, listening to the radio and trying to figure out what is this thing called hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let me see. What we gonna start at? Matter of fact, let's stay at hip hop. The Locks and Dipset is about to have a versus. And I know you don't, this ain't really your thing. You probably this is probably gonna get overlooked by you. I just feel like this is not in your cup of tea, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I am for this. I'm ready for this. I think even though I don't want to say I don't fuck with street niggas, because I do, because I still be frequently perusing the streets sometimes, but not in that fashion. But that music, that time, man, the Locks and Dipset in one room, back to back, dog. That shit's gonna be a lit ass party, bro. It's a versus. Yeah, it's a versus.
You still believe in those?
You know what? No, I don't, because I'm pretty sure everybody now done got hip that it's really a celebration for the world to frenzy your music, to upload you to triple down on your streams. You feel me? So nah, it's not really a versus. But I'm gonna tell you, Jim Jones is bringing like that smoke type energy though. I follow him online. He's talking cash shit. Like, he's bringing that energy like it's a versus, talking like they about to smoke the Locks. You know what I'm saying? And got to the point that Styles P, he even had a bark back, because first it was on some, yeah, you know, this is all love, but Jim just started talking reckless for too long, and the nigga Styles P had to be like, hey Slim, the ghost is here. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga Jim trying to say he ain't scared of no ghost. Hey, you know what's crazy about this nigga Jim Jones, bro? Jim Jones he's talking heavy because I think the world finally realized that nigga is a really, really good rapper. He's a really, really good rapper. And I don't mean like he's like the best lyricist. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, niggas always used to talk about Cam and niggas used to always talk about Jewels. But every time I bought a motherfucking Jim Jones album, I used to never be disappointed, dog. And I'm talking about, I used to let that shit bang from track one to the end, dog. And that nigga's still doing that shit today. So I feel like he's talking real froggy, because his body of work is starting to speak for itself, and niggas are starting to really pay homage. You know what I'm saying? On a level, like they putting him on a level with Cam, because at one time it was Cam and then the Dipsets. You know what I'm saying? But now I think they putting Jim on a shoulder to shoulder with Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, not the best lyricist, but he's very consistent, dog. So yeah, I'm gonna be lit for that joint, dog. I'm gonna be lit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be lit. Motherfucker. Oh yeah, and then before we get started even more, let's give shout out to Giannis, dog. Come on, dog. Let's give shout out to Giannis, nigga. Giannis went out that joint, bruh. You didn't watch it? You didn't watch it? You didn't watch it. You was my bad. You was in Love Land, my bad. You was in Lovecraft Country, my bad. Dog, the playoffs, the NBA final. Now, this ain't no sport podcast like that, so you won't really hear too much sports shit. Even though if I do have one of the homies here that want to talk sports, we could do that because Maf can talk a little bit about a lot. You know what I'm saying? But dog, Giannis was cooking, dog, and my nigga, it was crazy because this nigga can't shoot. But you didn't know that last game, dog. He shot a 3. Nigga was 17 from 19 from the free throw line. He's horrible from the line. This nigga, all you know he gonna do is go to the paint and dunk, and he do it, and they can't stop it. And dog, shout out to that nigga, dog. Salute to you, Giannis. Them niggas, they putting respect on your name now, dog. They putting respect on your name, Giannis. And I fuck with the nigga because the nigga's so great that the nigga got his brother a job, not the one out in Cali that played for the Lakers. I'm talking the one that plays on the Bucks. I be telling my youngin all the time while we watching the game, that nigga doesn't play basketball. That nigga, Giannis told the nigga, yo, you want me to stay? Get my brother on the team. Though that nigga, he didn't even show up the last game. He didn't even show up for that game. That nigga does not play basketball. But that nigga, Giannis, like, look, I need my brother on the team. And that's why I'm like, niggas was looking at LeVar Ball like he was crazy and shit because he kept saying all 3 of my sons going to play on the same team and shit. My nigga, if Lonzo Ball was that dominant, he could have made that happen. He wasn't as dominant as that. Giannis, they must knew that nigga had GOAT potential early because Lord, the way he was dominating shit last night, bro. That shit was like, it was on some Space Jam shit. For real. Like, and speaking of Space Jam shit, let's go there because you know, I'm not a LeBron James hater. I'm not, let me clear that. Let me clarify that up right now. I'm not a nigga that hates on LeBron. I actually got nothing but the utmost respect for LeBron. I'm just not a nigga that think LeBron is better than MJ. And I think that, you know, I think LeBron's a different type of player. I think they do him a disservice with comparing him to other people who had a different type of instinct for the game, a different type of style to it, dog. So I kind of be critical of LeBron, that niggas, and in this day and age, if you critical about anything, you just a hater. They don't give a fuck if you got a point or not. You just hating. So, but dog, niggas was hating on Space Jam, and I told y'all if they don't have a motherfucking I Believe I Can Fly, then it ain't gonna be fire. And listen, they did not have an I Believe I Can Fly on that joint, but it was alright. It was alright. Will, you saw that joint? It was alright, bro. It was alright. Niggas is hating. They hating too bad.
Bro, it's a kid's movie.
Bro.
Kids movie. The first one came out.
Bro, these niggas want to be moved. These niggas want to be moved. These niggas act like Michael Jordan gave us like tear jerkers. Like we was in that joint like, Mike.
I watched the old one right after that.
You did?
Was I tripping?
Yeah. And you wasn't. No. Dog, listen.
Space barely talked in that movie.
Bruh. He didn't. And he didn't have to. But this nigga LeBron gave you the one thing that annoyed me. I'm gonna say the one thing that annoyed me first was that when he was trying to be like, he tried to like implement like he has a move. He was like, yeah, you mean the left back in the face? Nigga, that's not your move. Stop playing, LeBron. What are you talking about? You don't have a move. Niggas don't look at your game. You don't have a goddamn move. If you have a move, it's the traveling, nigga. The traveling. What's the Euro step? That's your move, nigga. You brought that shit to the league. But that little part annoyed me and shit. But dog, if you want to talk about the money they put in that movie, as far as the graphics, the CGI for the tunes that they did, they even took the animation. They had jokes that was like you can. It wasn't like the funniest, but they had shit that made you like, oh, ha, ha. Like I said, like Will said, it was for kids. But grown ass adults is sitting here shredding this movie up like, oh, LeBron can't act. He was trying to act all mean to his son. It's a fucking movie. It's a kid's movie. What y'all want this nigga to do? You want him to be baby Denzel? The nigga plays ball. Nigga, hey, bro, and this is when I realized that niggas was hating hard, right? This is when because I didn't hear shit about Jesus Shuttleworth. Jesus Shuttlesworth, when he was balling, it was that He Got Game. Nigga, that movie his acting was horrible, nigga. Ray Allen was horrible in that movie. But niggas ain't saying shit because they love the movie. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, LeBron is such a polarizing figure. Like, if that nigga ain't shitting gold, niggas is ready to shit on him. And I'm like, bruh, I'm not, bruh. Space Jam 2, if you got a family, I think your family, it'll be entertaining for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It might have been, if I can say anything, it might have been a little too long. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I think it was almost like, it was almost a little bit over 2 hours. So that's a little too long if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it was worth it, bro. I think it was worth it, bro. Don Cheadle looked weird as shit in that joint. That nigga's a weird looking nigga, dog. I just want to say that, dog. Nigga's weird. But I saw some shit online, bro, that was crazy. It was like, dog, if you don't believe in a parallel universe, that's fine. But it's certain shit that you see that makes you question certain shit. And I'm scrolling on YouTube, and what the fuck do I see? I see Boosie and Flavor Flav. These niggas is there. Flavor Flav got a podcast, right? Now, his first episode, he had Mike Tyson on there, right? I watched like the first 10 minutes. I can't watch no more than that, but just because, God bless you, Flav, you just, I just can't listen to you talk, bro. It's just hard. It's hard for me, so I turned. But as I was scrolling, I guess because I had clicked that shit that one time, now it's part of my algorithm and shit, so they put it back up, the new one, and the new one was him and Boosie. Bro, I turned that shit on, and I laughed for a good 10 minutes. But then I started thinking, looking at them niggas, dog, and I was like, bro, what if we just having the same people over and over again? Like, what if there's a certain number of souls that's just getting recycled, my nigga, and we be thinking that we having new people, and really we having the same motherfuckers over and over again, because these niggas look like father and son, and they, from what I'm understanding, they not related. And I'm like, nigga, how? These niggas, dog, that shit was crap. I'm gonna see that shit. Well, you gotta see. Oh, you saw the joint?
Because they was mad because people kept thinking they was each other.
Yeah, but see, and that's why I fuck with Boosie, because he got a sense of humor. Boosie one of them niggas that he wound up getting new life with exploring with exposing his personality. Like his music, niggas don't even talk about his music. They talk about his interviews. You know what I'm saying? Niggas love to hear that nigga talk, dog. He's funny. He's entertaining, dog. So like I said, I was looking at them niggas talking, bro. It was really funny. But like I said, I can't watch Flav for too long. But that shit was hilarious. But that shit just was bugging me out, dog. I'm like, I wonder where the fuck my doppelganger at, nigga. I wonder where the fuck is he doing, nigga? No bullshit, nigga. I saw something else that was really interesting, dog. Like I said, for those that don't know, you know, say Joe's a rapping ass nigga. So when I say Joe, I'm talking about myself. Is a rapping ass nigga. So rap is something, hip hop is something I love dearly, dog. And so I follow, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of things that music related. But I saw Drink Champs is one of my favorite podcasts with Noriega. And Scarface was on that joint, dog. Shout out to Scarface, bro. Scarface is one of my top 5 rappers dead or alive, dog. Like real shit. Scarface got some powerful songs, because I think his delivery is it's not a word that will really do it justice, dog. Because his delivery, the power in his voice when he's saying shit, it's almost like listening to a preacher, bro. I always look at that nigga like a street preacher, because the way that nigga says shit, bro, is so profound, his music. But I was like, dog, I was listening to this nigga talk, and I was very what's the word I'm looking for? I was very blown away by learning shit that I ain't know about Face. Like I didn't know Scarface produced beats. I didn't know he was a DJ first. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't know that he produced beats. I just knew him as a rapper, dog. He was talking about a lot of his music he made the beats for. And I'm sitting here like, God damn, like this nigga's really on a different level of talented, bro. And this shit, and it made me jive like it made me realize the old revelation that I had about this music, because a lot of times when you in a field, you become competitive, and when you become competitive, you start devaluing other people doing the same thing that you are in your attempts to try to elevate yourself. You trying to motivate yourself, so you like that nigga ain't shit. This nigga ain't shit. If it ain't wowing you, you like, man, whatever. You use that as gas to push you up. And a lot of times doing that, you can really lose out on the jewel of learning how other people love this craft too, man. Because I never once wanted to make beats, bro. Like I never once wanted to make beats. And all I ever wanted to do is write rhymes. That's all I ever wanted to do, dog. But I never thought that I might be stagnating my love for this craft by just boxing it in and to just write. I should have been played around with beats, dog. Just off the mere fact that if I love this craft, then why not explore it in multiple ways? You know what I'm saying? And to expand my relationship with it. So when I saw that, and I'm like, man, because you know, Face was talking about how he don't feel like he get a lot of credit that he feel like he deserved on a worldwide scale. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure in Texas, and as Noriega was showing on Drink Champs, his peers respect him dearly. You know what I'm saying? But I get what he's saying. He probably saying on mainstream, he don't hear his name spoken as much with other people. And I'm like, damn, dog, like just to think like this guy, as much as he put into it, like you got a guy like me that just wanted to write, or just wanted to rap, just want to rap. This dude, now he is music. You know what I'm saying? Like he's making the beats, he's producing the beats, and he's writing the material. Now, and he also wrote for the Ghetto Boys. I don't know about Willie D's much, but definitely for Bushwick. So it's like, man, this guy is music. So it's a lot of people that you'll see, dog, that you might hate on, bro, or you might look past, like a T-Pain. Like I thought T-Pain was motherfucking wasn't talented and shit. I'm like, this nigga using auto-tune, dog. Like, this shit corny, bro. Like, and I didn't even know. I wound up getting proven with hindsight with 20 years down the line, realizing that no, the niggas doing it now is the untalented ones. That nigga was special with it. That nigga was T-Pain was special with that auto-tune, bro. That nigga, like he said, the way he make the songs, the way he broke them songs down, and the fact that he really could sing, it elevated the auto-tune. So whereas you see now, these niggas depend on it. So they kind of sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing special about a lot of these niggas' voices that be using it. But it just made me realize, bro, like that's why we gotta stop comparing and losing the value in what we see, because we start to compare shit, trying to search to try to see what's the best. We gotta chill out on that, because it's a lot of jewels, a lot of intangibles that can elevate us if we just been more aware, bro. Because like I said, man, I've heard, and Scarface isn't the only guy that I heard say that, bro. I heard J. Cole make beats because he said he got tired of waiting, trying to find the right beat. He started making it. Big Crit make beats and rap. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are on a high level, and you wonder why these niggas is so set like the way they are. Is because these niggas truly gave their all to a craft, bro. These niggas really gave their creativity to creativity, bro. Like, that's a special thing in itself. Like, it's one thing to just create, like I say, like I was, just to write rhymes. Oh, I'm being the best at this. But how much are you trying to create? I had a nigga tell me one time, dog, when you writing songs, you need to make sure you think about the video. And I'm like, Nigga, I'm just writing rhymes. Nigga, we get to the video after the song, bro. He's like, nah, nigga, when you write your song, think about the video while you writing the joint. And I'm like, at the time, I was like, I just didn't understand why the nigga was rushing the pace like that. But now I get it, bro. Like, it's how if you really love something, you're going to do that. You're going to push the pace. You're going to see how much you can really do to make this live. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say shout out to Face, because Face is definitely he's definitely a nigga. When Face used to come in the area, bro, he rocked with some go-go bands, dog, at one time on the South Side. And I'm gonna tell you, that shit was shut the fuck down, dog. I'm telling you, I was a young nigga trying to get up in there, and I couldn't get up in there, but that shit was shut the fuck down. I remember hearing that nigga on the radio down here showing us love. So shout out to Face, bro. Y'all need to watch that interview on Drink Champs, dog. It was real. If you love Face and you love real hip hop, dog, you gonna love that interview, dog. That was vicious. Now I saw something now. I'm gonna contradict myself with this one, because in this case, I'm talking about the love. When I talk about Scarface, I'm talking about how somebody loved their craft so much and it's to be respected and all that. But this story right here, this person I would believe this person loves their craft too. But it's a delusion with this nigga's love that I think I just want to be the one to say. Because I get tired of hearing this shit. Kevin Hart was talking to another comedian, Italian guy, Sebastian. Maniscalco. I don't know how to say a nigga last name, but they was talking on an interview on a podcast, I would assume, because I just heard a snippet. And Sebastian was asking Kevin Hart about, is it possible that the level of success that he has reached, has it affect his comedy? And is that something that he's thought about? So here goes Kevin Hart talking about, of course, he took the bait, and he's like, yeah, I was talking about that with my friends the other day. Yeah, like people want to hate on you when you on. They want to build you up when you want to on the rise to the top. When you get to the top, they want to tear you down because you're so big and this and that. And I'm sitting here like, now that's a true concept. Like, nobody is going to dispute that, because in this day and age we see that. But I don't think that's the case with Kevin Hart, bro. Like, Kevin Hart got to keep it a buck, my nigga. Kevin Hart can't say that when Dave Chappelle is just as successful as Kevin Hart. Got it, lost it, got it back, and still every time that nigga does something for the people, as far as a comedy stand-up, or even if that nigga just talking like that what was that the joint that he did for George Floyd, he never misses with the people, bruh. And the number one thing that I think we all love about Dave Chappelle is that when he's talking, he's saying some shit that's real. It might not be tasteful sometimes to some people that's on the weak ears. It might be a little brash sometimes, but he always does it in a way where he flips a little wit with it. He does it in a classy way. What I'm saying is he's real, dog. And I think Kevin Hart, he wants us to believe that he's real, my nigga, but you can't, nigga, that last stand-up that he did, dog, was fucking horrible, bro. Come on. Did you see that joint? The last one was on Netflix that he dropped. Did you watch? Did you like it? Shit was awful, dog. And I'm saying all the shit that we heard on the tabloids. See, and the thing about stand-up, and the thing that we love about art itself, is when people put their real life in the art, and not just the good shit. And that's the thing, not just the cookie cutter shit. So I'm talking about the ugly shit. When you be like, oh, I know what he's talking about with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Richard Pryor was so great about. That nigga said everything. Richard Pryor talking about how he sucked dick before. Like, and they people still love him. Come on, man. It's all about, it's not what you do, it's about how you do it. So I'm like, Kevin Hart, when he did that stand-up, that nigga ain't say nothing about the bitch he got caught up with. He ain't say nothing about the dude that tried to get him caught up with the chick. He ain't talk about nothing. He just wants you to he wants you to laugh at the shit that he wants you to laugh at. But the shit that he wants us to laugh at, I don't think it's hitting with the people because it's not real. I don't think it's real, bro. And I'm like, I wish this nigga keep it real and stop trying to ride that. Oh, I'm the top nigga, and this is why they hating on me because I'm the top nigga. Nah, dog. Like, niggas ain't hating on you, bro. Like, niggas want to laugh at your shit. You're a likable character, bro. Niggas want to laugh at your shit. But if your shit ain't funny and it's consistently being with the same shit, your kids, whatever the fuck, after your family, I don't know what else you be talking about, bro. Because if after your family, I just lose interest. I'm like, here we go again. His kids. All right. But nah, Kevin, I hope this nigga, because what I tell you a couple weeks ago, Bill Cosby need to do a stand-up. Everybody gonna watch. What the fuck we hear the other day? They said this nigga's trying to come back and stand up. Nigga, do you know the whole world will watch this shit? And this nigga ain't gonna come back talk about Jello pudding. This nigga gonna come back and talk about some shit that we know, that we saw. Him going to jail. Him with these chicks. Who he had to deal with in jail. Who he was watching faking on him. So yeah, bro. So I'm like, dog, why would Kevin Hart pick a craft that's such a it's such a beautiful craft? Because if you do it well, bro, like you see it, people can really move people through laughter and food for thought, bro. We've seen it plenty of times, dog. So Kevin, if it's in you, bro, I would like to see that shit, bro. I would like to see you be on some real shit, dog. Talk about some real shit. No bull, man. Speaking of real shit, so that video with Richard Sherman, bro, dog. Now it was a video that surfaced with Richard Sherman looking like he was trying to break down the door to his father-in-law's crib. Yeah, I don't know the specifics, but one thing that stood out to me about the story was that his wife stood behind him after the aftermath. She put out a statement something about she loved her husband and they're gonna get through this and she will stick behind him. And I really thought that was beautiful, dog, because one thing, like everybody kept saying, like Richard Sherman doesn't have a history of being violent or anything, you know what I'm saying? If anything, he got a history of liking to act like he's so sophisticated, you know what I'm saying? Being that I think he graduated from Stanford, he will always remind you of that shit. And but when I saw the video, I'm like, bruh, you know what's wild, bro? Like, Oxygen got this show called Snap. And they only got women on the bitch. They only got women on the joint. And they always act like men is making women snap. And I'm gonna tell you, in my lifetime, I've seen quite the opposite. Quite frequently. I've seen women make niggas flip the fuck out. And that's what the show should be called, flipped out. Fuck, if women snapping, we flipping the fuck out. No bullshit, bro. And I'm telling you, dog, it's sad that nobody ever paints the picture about the real shit that niggas got to deal with dealing with women, bro. Like, Richard Sherman is not banging on that door because he's crazy. He's banging on that door because something has agitated him to the umpteenth level. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bruh, we never came up, us men never get the benefit of the doubt that it's some chicks out here that's using some mental warfare, some verbal warfare out there, some terroristic tactics, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't know the details about in specifics of Richard Sherman and his woman, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen that, I've been that, I've seen that, and I'm just like, bruh, if you a black man and you got a black woman, or if you can conquer yourself And you can literally do anything. If you're a black man, you're a black woman, and you can if you're a black man with a black woman, and you can make sure that you can conquer yourself, so nothing that she can ever do will piss you off, my nigga. You can do anything. It's nothing on this world that you can't do. I'm telling you, dog, because I believe that women, I believe that pastime is if they around you long enough, they try to figure out what the fuck bothers you. What the fuck pisses you off? I believe that. I don't think they do it on purpose all the time. I just think it's in their nature to see what blows you, and they'll say, "Oh, that pisses them off. I'll use that later." I'm trying to tell you. I think they that diabolical. Because you gotta think, it ain't like they can just start whooping niggas' asses. So they gotta have an upper edge somewhere, and the upper edge is finding that chink in your man armor. That kink or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they will use that shit, nigga. I'm telling you, bro. But I'm telling you, black man, if you can control your reactions to the women, you can do anything. It's nothing on this planet you can't do. I'm telling you, dog. But I will say this. I saw something on IG that gave me some hope about women. I will say that. Let me say that. Let me be hopeful. I saw something that gave me some hope about women. It's this chick on IG. She posted, she said, ladies, y'all always wonder why your man likes spending time with his boys. And she said, because he likes his friends. She said, you keep asking about, but he loved me. Why he spending time with them? And she said, girl, your man does love you, but you're not likable. You're stressful. Sometimes being around you, it's not a likable time. You need to be focused on being more likable than worried about if he loves you. And when I saw that shit, I almost shed a tear. Bro, because I said the same shit. I've been saying the same shit for years, dog. But I even said on a different way. Because I say, like, I never want a chick to need me, nigga. I don't fucking need me. You know, a bitch be like, I need you. Don't fucking need me. Now, want me. Because if you want me, I know that this shit is on an up and up. This shit has no desperation to it. This shit is something that we both want to be here. But if you need me, there's a level of desperation that's on that can force some shit to go left. If you haven't been through that, then you won't know what I'm saying. But I'm being honest, dog. Like what that young lady said on IG was so real, my nigga, because if a nigga like you, he ain't gonna want to spend time with his boys no more. If a nigga like you, you ain't never have to worry about this nigga spending too much time with his boys. My nigga, do you know I'm one of them lucky niggas because I can watch sports from my youngin. My father the other day was like, my nigga, she be watching the game with you? I'm like, yeah, nigga, she be let me know what the score is when I step out for a hot second. He was like, nigga, that's awesome. I was like, I know, right? Because my mama ain't never watched no game with that nigga, dog. And I'm like, Slim, but I appreciate that, dog. And I'm telling you, bro, like a lot of these women do not understand. Like, it's cool, like niggas love you all the time, but Slim, if you're not a peaceful, fun-loving person to be around, that nigga's gonna find reasons to leave. He's gonna be finding ways to get the fuck away from you. And that's a fact. It don't matter how good that pussy is. He'll come back for that later. But if you a despicable human being, nigga, he's gonna find ways to desert your ass, dog. So when I saw that shit, dog, I was like, yeah, that was real. That gave me hope. I said maybe some women are catching on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I was saying like, man, if we can both be with each other on a level where we ain't never pressuring each other, and that's why I'm not really a marriage type nigga. That's why I'm never really I like to do shit on my accord, bro. Because if you do the shit on your way, it's no way you can be under pressure. But when you start trying to fit other templates and all that shit, bro, it's a different game, bro. And it always the box that you try to fit always winds up feeling too small once you get in there, dog. Every time. But then on the flip side, let me show you. Now that gave me hope, Will. That gave me hope. That right there, that video gave me hope. Now the shit that I had showed you just a couple minutes ago kind of took all hope back off the table. There was a rap video. I don't even know these niggas' names. I should have got these niggas' names. And not because I should like give them no light, but you gotta see it for yourself. Bruh, these niggas did a rap video. They was in the woods and they was dressed as slaves. They even had a white guy in the video as the slave master. And in the background, while one of the guys is rapping, one of the guys got whipped with a whip. And he was like, ah! Even Will said one of the motherfucking part, nigga was in one of them head traps. Just sitting there rapping and under the head trap. And they all had slave fucking rags on. And they dancing and smiling and nigga got chains and shit. And I'm like, bruh. You know, I always think about this. You know, our ancestors, they would be totally disgusted with us. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? Like, they would not fuck with us. They would not fuck with us. They would not fuck with us. Because is this what we become? Is this what we become? These niggas, because I know these niggas got mamas. Now, you know what I said to myself when I saw this video? I'm willing to bet bottom dollar. Bottom dollar, because it looked like it was 3 rappers. Willing to bet bottom dollar. Not one of them has ever met their father. That not one of them has ever met their father. I'm willing to bet bottom dollar, dog. I'm telling you. Because, nigga, my dad would never. But I'm like, these motherfuckers got to come from some mama, dog. Like, they didn't. It's no way to let their mama see that video. It's no way. But they did that shit, bro. The song is horrible. They're using auto-tune horribly. But niggas, and then on the flip side, I saw that shit a couple days ago. Today, I see a picture. Will thinks it's fake. I think it's real. Of a couple, black man and white woman, and she's dressed. They're in the cornfield. I mean, that's not funny. Hold on. Let me cough that off. It's not funny. It's not funny. They are in the cornfield. She's dressed as Master's daughter, and he's dressed as a slave. And the caption said some shit like, saved him out of the field. Now he's family. And dog. And Will like, nah, dog. People be doing this shit for laughs and shit, reactions. And I'm like this. He's right. He's right. But people also be really into that weird shit. Like, it's some motherfuckers out here that's into that racial shit. Don't think for 1 second that it's black and white couples together and they not getting racially charged in the bedroom. Don't think that ain't happening, dog. I ain't saying that's happening with all of them, but it's a portionality. It's a portionality that's getting that racial sexual tension off, dog. Don't think for 1 second they not. But that shit is despicable, bro. Like, it's sad. It's sad to see what we become, dog, as black people sometimes. We got so far to go when it comes to having some fucking dignity. We got so far to go, dog. These people got what they wanted. They got attention. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're doing it for. They're doing it for attention. So they got the attention, but now what? You got the attention for what? Now what? I don't know. But maybe they're going to do a sequel. They're going to do a 12 Years in the Slave music video, another sequel. I don't know. But I want to talk about, I was talking to my homie the other day. And he had said something. He had said something that I've said before, but I kind of changed my POV on that on the topic. He was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, people take kindness for weakness and shit. And he was talking about how, you know, he always try to be kind to people, but people take kindness for weakness. And I told a nigga, well, you know, in my opinion, I think kindness is a weakness if it's automatic. If it's automatic, it's a weakness because motherfuckers can't wait to try to abuse any type of privilege they get, dog. So, but if your kindness if your kindness is done for your own reasons and you understand that you just gonna come across niggas that's gonna do right by you and do wrong by you, and you accept what come good and bad, then you know your kindness ain't a weakness. It's more so like a parcours for your story, your journey. But if you just think that you gotta be nice to motherfuckers because you gotta be nice, nah, that shit is a weakness, nigga. I am a firm believer of you get what you give, nigga. If you nasty to me, nigga, I'm like, thank you. I love when a nigga give me any reason to tell a motherfucker fuck you. I love it. Just give me a reason. But I'm also one of motherfuckers that on the low, one of the nicest niggas that you probably meet on the low. You won't see that shit directly. I won't wear that shit on my sleeve at all because I feel I understand this world, and this world will try to always look at people out here looking for an edge because people are out here depressed or desperate, whatever the fuck you want to call it, both. But so with that mindset, I'm always on guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on guard, and some people can say that that's caution or fear, but you know, I'm just somebody that's trying to learn from mistakes, dog. And you know, I've said that shit before too. Niggas be taking kindness for weakness, and I told, like I say, because I'm kind of in that situation right now because you know I try to open my home to some family, and I felt like my family kind of like just didn't give me the respect that I deserve. You know what I'm saying, or respect that I had gave them. So, you know, but they had reached out to me the other day and was like, you know, I love you, you know what I'm saying? It's all love and this and that. And I'm like, you know, I texted them back. I was like, you know, I love you too. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all too. But I'm not on that love shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that respect shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm learning how fucked up we are as black people when we come to this word love, dog. Like, we abuse that word so much and so bad that we think we'll settle for that word to be the only way that we express love by just saying it. I love you. Oh, because you can say it passionately, it makes it real. No, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nah, if you show the love, you know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is people will love you. People can honestly love you, but if they fucked up in their mind, their love is going to feel like pain. Their love is going to feel like hate. It ain't going to feel right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm the type of nigga where I want the respect. I'm looking for the respect because I'm going to give you the respect right back. I don't give a fuck if you love me or not no more moving forward. Love don't mean shit to me coming from motherfuckers that's mentally unstable. And I don't know who the fuck is stable or not. 9 times out of 10, if you in this country, you unstable, nigga. You under pressure. You unstable. So I don't give a fuck who say they love me and who don't. I just give a fuck when you come around me, you show that respect, I'm gonna show that respect right back, dog. And you're gonna feel the love. That's to me, that's the realest form of love right there, other than, you know, having your seeds or you're loving your mother and father, some shit like that. But as far as the respect, man, because like I be telling my youngin, you know, when you a young nigga and you broke, you ain't got no money, the number one currency that you want is respect. When you're young, that's the number one currency. But before you can even understand anything, you want people to know your name. You want people to respect your name. You don't want to be the sucker in the class. You don't want to be the sucker in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So respect is the number one currency that especially niggas that we die for, that we motherfucking live for, that motherfuckers will go the extra mile for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so my POV on kindness is it's all about how you wield that weapon. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, my father, he's a firm believer of not letting nobody don't let nobody else fuck shit or fuck ways change how you move on your throne. And I respect that. I feel that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also the type of nigga where it's like you get what you get. You know what I mean? You get what you get. I'm accepting my good and the bad of myself. I'm not neglecting one for the other. But last but not least, you know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. I didn't want to talk about this. I just want to let you know I didn't want to talk about this. But it was brought to me, and I'm like, now I gotta talk about it because that's the thing about the show. This show is about talking about shit, real shit, real conversations, and you gonna see as this thing grow, we gonna start getting a lot more involvement with the internet, with people and all that, because we gonna have real conversations, dog. We gonna stop talking pussyfooting around shit. So Meg Thee Stallion and Naomi Osaka, is that her name? Is the tennis player? Is it? I think let's say Naomi because I don't want to fuck her name up. The black and Asian girl. They on Sports Illustrated cover. Okay. Now, when I heard this, I said, okay, I get Naomi, but why is Megan on Sports Illustrated, right? So then I heard it's a third person on the Sports Illustrated. And the third person is a tranny. You got you, ladies and gentlemen, the engineer is leaving. Hey, listen, it's a tranny with them on the joint, right? So when I heard this, I just put my head down, dog, because they use us to abuse us every single time, bro. You can always find a nigga to represent something that's unrepresentable for a paycheck. You know that? This cover is so crazy. You got Meg Thee Stallion on Sports Illustrated. She's not a sports player. You got a tranny with women, and that's not a woman. But see, my issue, we're not even going to talk about the tranny, right? Because it's low-hanging fruit. No pun intended. My issue is with the black women. My issue is with the black women when it comes to this topic. The first thing I would like to ask our women is, why do y'all not feel offended? Why do y'all not feel offended for a guy to think that he can walk in the shoes of you by just his mere feelings alone? As if that's all y'all are, is just feelings. Because if that is what all y'all are, then when we say, hey, you too goddamn emotional, don't say we supposed to be. Hold up now. Hold up. Because I see them using y'all emotions against y'all, as they have always been doing. When I say them, I'm talking about the powers that be. I'm trying to figure out, when I found out that the tranny was on that cover, then it made sense why Megan Thee Stallion was on that cover. And I'm not saying she's a tranny, right? I'm saying that they use popularity of celebrities, preferably black ones, to usher in the type of propaganda that they want. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't understand our women when they say that there's not enough men out there, black men in particular, that protects them, that's down for them, and this and that. But they sit and they back and promote causes that go against the mere thing that they want. You know what I'm saying? Like the black woman should be the biggest supporter of the black man, and so should the black man. We should not be trying to diverge into different genders when we haven't even truly learned how to love each other properly in this country. We've been fucked with so bad. And I'm sitting here, I'm just like, it's disheartening for me when I see black women. Now Naomi Osaka and Megan Thee Stallion, they're gonna get a nigga regardless because of their name, their stature. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get a nigga regardless. But let's talk about the regular chicks, the regular black chicks that support this shit. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's gonna be real niggas that you gonna miss out on because they not gonna be fucking with you. They ain't gonna say it. Only Joe got the balls to say it. They ain't gonna be like, oh nah, Slim, I ain't fucking with you because you two supporting that shit. They ain't gonna say it. But I'm telling you, then when they start fading off, you gonna be like, oh well, he just wasn't real. Nah, nigga. No real nigga don't want that type of environment around him, dog. And it's not because a nigga got any phobia. It's because that shit don't go. It's like oil and vinegar. What the fuck? Oh, is it water and vinegar? Whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? The shit don't mix, man. So I'm just like, why do they use our women to abuse what the fabric of who we are? And we supposed to be one together, you know what I'm saying, against this shit. But yet, and when I mean against this property, against this system that keeps they keep infiltrating us, and they keep handpicking a certain amount of us to keep misleading the rest. I mean, goddamn, bro, I'm tired of seeing this shit, bro. Like, where's the women, my nigga? Where's the real women that saying, hold up, y'all are not women? It's much more. But see, maybe the real women don't even know how powerful they really are. Maybe the fact that the real women don't know how powerful they really are, so they allow this nigga to be able to walk around them and be them. Since the nigga can dress just like them and shit and walk just like them. But woman, if you knew, black woman, if you knew how powerful you really are, man, come on, man. This shit is unacceptable, bro. Like, I'm not mad. Fuck Sports Illustrated. They with the system, of course. You know what I'm saying? But dog, we gotta start rectifying this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if those trannies, they want to exist, cool. Have they magazines where niggas go look at that shit, bro. Stop trying to mix that shit in regular shit, trying to finesse niggas, bro. Like, that shit gonna get niggas killed. They getting people killed. That's one thing I'm realized about this country, bro. They don't mind getting people killed. They don't mind getting people killed, bro. Like, your life is just a game. They talk about Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Nigga, it don't matter what color you is. No lives matter in this country, bro. That's a fact, nigga. No lives matter, nigga. You just under the illusion because you think that you got the complexion that's part of the inclusion. But nah, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. Nobody lives matter in this motherfucker. These niggas do not mind wiping you off the map. If they'll do it with chemistry. They'll do it with mental warfare. They'll do it with chemicals. I'm just saying chemistry, didn't I? But what I'm saying is, they'll fuck with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we gotta do better. But I feel like if I would like to hear black women though that speak out about this. Like, I would like to hear what they think, because I from what I see, every black woman just is pro for this shit, and I'm like, I can't be the only one. I'm a man, so I can't speak for women, but women be so quick to tell a straight man, that we don't know what they go through, but you let this flimsy man act like you, and you call him girlfriend and shit. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't looked at a Sports Illustrated in, I want to say 25 years, maybe. So they won't be getting my look, my 2 cents. But shame with y'all, Megan and Naomi. Shame with y'all with that bullshit. But anything you want to add, Will? Because I think I'm fresh out right now. You feel me? Anything you want to add?
There's one more thing. Today they announced Texas made a bill where they're trying to make the KKK morally correct. So we can't say they were the bad guys. And
Okay. Oh, it's more. Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
In that same bill, the Martin Luther King speech isn't a requirement.
It's what?
Not a requirement no more. Like in the curriculum.
I have a dream.
Teach it.
This is the crazy thing, right? I'm so glad you brought that up. Thank you, Will. What I'm saying is, what more do we need to hear before we realize that these motherfuckers ain't for us? What more do we need to hear, dog? My man's just said they passing a bill in Texas to make the fucking KKK morally correct? How? Bruh. Now let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it a fucking Billy with you. When they be like, yeah, why can't there be groups of white people that why can't it be a group like the Black Panthers? Why can't it be a white party that's only motherfucker looking out for white people? I said first, I was like, you know what? That's right. But then as I started doing more research, I said, you motherfuckers already got it. It's called the government. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You already got it. Man, listen, bro. Morally, that's insane. But you know what? You know what's crazy? I blame us. You know why I blame us? For making and supporting those movies. Like I'm sitting back looking at TV, I'm scrolling. They got a fucking movie called Best Frenemies or Best Enemies, and it's what's the Taraji Henson and some white dude, and it's like she's a black activist and he's a KKK, but they coming together and they trying to work this. Nigga, stop this shit. Because that's what they doing. They slowly, and then it's another movie like that where Forrest Whitaker, he takes in this white racist and shit, and we rehabilitates him and shit. And I'm like, bruh, they shit movies like that. All this shit when black people need to sit together and you got black people talking about all lives matter, all this shit, dog. All this shit helps push that type of shit, and then also that type of shit is used to distract you. It's used to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because who cares about the I Have a Dream speech? Because a lot of you niggas need to listen to the very last speech that Martin Luther King said. He wasn't talking about having a dream. He was talking about how these motherfuckers robbed us of money and land. And they were supposed to have given it to us, and they gave it to criminals of Europe that migrated here. Listen to that last speech. Sounds a lot different than I Have a Dream, if you ask me. So fuck that speech. But morally correct, all I'm saying is fuck that and fuck them. But black people, if that don't tell you that we need to stop hating on each other and start looking at each other as fucking teammates, nigga, golly, we need to be team fucking eights. I'm tired of niggas walking by niggas and mugging. Do you know that we under attack? What the fuck we mugging for? So, man, you know what's crazy? Texas is off the chain. And you know what's wild? Niggas be saying that they want to move down there. Some of it's no taxes or some shit like that out there. Nigga, you could die out Texas. Them niggas ain't playing out there. It's open. I think the last thing I heard about Texas is open carry. And you ain't even had to have your gun registered. Won't catch me in Texas. That's for damn sure. But you know what? I heard the KKK was in Philly doing a march. You heard about that? Yeah, the KKK was in Philly doing a march. So let me tell you, bro. Since you brought this shit up, let me tell you how I feel. Yeah. How the fuck, if we so gangster, black people, right? Why is it that we can watch this shit, KKK in Texas, KKK in Philly, right? And these niggas still go back to their regular scheduled program and killing each other. We see that shit and still want to go kill each other. To me, that says that we ain't tough after all. To me, that says we scared to really fuck with the bully. So we gonna fight with other motherfuckers that's in the pit with us. So when I see gangbangers and shit, niggas repping the flag, I'm like, nigga, rep your melanin, nigga. Rep your skin tone, nigga. Rep your man, because this shit right here, it's really getting to a point where we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, bro. Like this is the craziest time. I don't want to say in a long time, because I'm pretty sure it was wild. You know what I'm saying? But dog, we don't know what the fuck about to happen out here, bro. And one day, niggas talking about, niggas about to get rich one way. Next day, niggas think they gonna die from a Delta strain. Niggas don't know what the fuck going on. Next day, it's a race war. What the fuck is going on? But dog, all I tell niggas is stay prayed up, stay God thinking, stay God minded, and stay positive and stay dangerous. And when I mean by stay dangerous, always look for the truth objectively, and arm yourself with ammunition and information. That's what I say. So on that note, I holler at you niggas. Easy.